many young drivers making their first ever Daytona start. They did some testing, they did some drafting and testing, but it wasn't a 30-car pack like it is here.
Hold on.
Oh, that's Andy Seiss.
Make sure he didn't come back on the race. I'll tell you, he did a heck of a... Oh, no. And we're not done yet.
That's Scott Reeves, the blue and white number 88. Eric Caudle in the 7, the white number 7. You see Andy Seiss, that's him, the black car on the racetrack.
Andy thought he was clear. Trying to duck in a hole, you can see some shadow in the opening. He just wasn't clear by... I mean, that was probably 6 inches, and it just hooked him. His spotter's probably, you know, tell a pretty good view of it. Just, yeah.
There was about 2.75 of a car length. That was David Gravel at 28, and Andy just didn't quite have enough room here, and it's hard to see for those spotters all the way.
To get the best view they could, and I thought to a point he was clear, but he made the move a little late, and that whole close you see a lot with the older style as we have them blown up again. But that air bubble was kind of gone, but I do see it in these cars a lot.
That is Brad Smith. Yeah, engine goes away. Oil gets under the tire. Big spin happens.
Hot down here in Daytona.
It is.
Motors are running hot.
Boy, there was a tremendous storm that came through a couple of days ago and really cleared it up. It's very comfortable out there, so the cars are...
The 17 car is saying that they can go to lap 54 on fuel. Of course, this is all coming down to strategy. Dave?
You see the 69 car, lap car, Scott Melton involved.
Oh, trouble, incident.
Contact. Now we do have big-time problems.
It happens so often when they try to get by lap cars. You see Jacob Hefner with a lot of damage. That's Dave Mater, the 63 silver
ran
car.
up front for a long, long time as well.
There's Connor Hall, the 22, teammates with Jacob Hefner. That lap car, enough room. There's Natalie Decker.
She's involved. The 01 car also involved. That round on the inside. Well,
you see him on the inside. You see him. They're passing him. And you see the 61 moves over, and the 22 car, they make contact, and the 77 of Jacob Hefner was right there. See Connor Hall makes some contact with some cars on the outside. Natalie Decker is the one that makes contact with Jacob Hefner. He would have gotten by, but she had no place to go. You see Andy Seiss, the 02, also involved. But it all stems from trying to get around the lap car. The lap car of Scott Melton wasn't doing anything wrong. He was on the inside of the racetrack.
Restrictor plate racing, you hear about it all the time. We don't like to talk about it, but it was the big one.
Riding along with Jacob Hefner, you hear him playing with the throttle. That's the lap car they're going by right there. You see the 61 move down, makes contact with Connor Hall in the 22, and there's 52 of Natalie Decker getting into the 77 of Jacob Hefner.
At Daytona International Speedway after this incident involving more than 10 cars. The big one happening in the ARCA Menard Series just at the halfway point of the Lucas Oil.
So a spotter says once you can move ahead, we get in front of that 4 car. He said you're fast enough. You can get up there to the lead pack.
Big impact. Chuck Hires is in the wall.
They were single file on the inside of the racetrack. Tremendous amount of damage to Chuck Hires' car.
There you see it again. Yep, and one little tap is all it takes. I'm not a physics guy, but I certainly understand the physics of what happened right there.
It looked like the first bump moved his car to the inside, and that left that right rear corner of his car exposed, and I think there was more contact with the right rear corner, which turned him directly into the outside wall.
It's one of Andy Hillenberg's cars, former champion of the sport that now fields many, many cars. Driver development program there.
There's going to be another view. You see that initial bump moved him to the inside, and then when he tried to correct it, that put Haley on his right rear side of his bumper,